North Korea threat likely to spur big increase in spending on Navy's Aegis missile shield. Pentagon spending on technology to defend against ballistic missile attacks is rising as the Trump administration responds to recent advances in North Korea's missile program and a continuous stream of threats from Pyongyang. On November 6, the president sent a letter to House Speaker Paul Ryan requesting a $4 billion increase in funding for various missile defense systems, potentially increasing the fiscal 2018 budget of the Pentagon's Missile Defense Agency by 50%. The White House wants to increase spending for the Ground-based Midcourse Defense managed by Boeing, the Terminal High-Altitude Area Defense built by Lockheed Martin, and the Standard Missile 3 manufactured by Raytheon. All three of these companies contribute to my think tank, and together they represent the biggest repository of missile defense expertise in the world. Each one is likely to see a significant spike in revenues over the next several years, thanks to Kim Jong Un's bellicosity. U.S. leaders, particularly Democrats, have long been ambivalent about missile defense for fear that heavy investment in anti-ballistic weapons would provoke increased spending by Russia or China on offensive nuclear forces, leading to an arms race. North Korea's breakthrough into the nuclear club, though, leaves them with little choice. If North Korea's capabilities continue growing, the only military alternative Washington has to attacking North Korea is to do a much better job of defending itself and its allies. At the moment, the main threat North Korea poses is to those allies, especially Japan and South Korea, and to U.S. forces operating in the Western Pacific. But Pyongyang is also determined to acquire long-range, nuclear-armed missiles that can reach America, and it has made steady progress toward accomplishing that goal. So this week's supplemental spending request from the White House is just a down payment on what looks to be a major shift in U.S. military priorities favoring missile defense programs. Which brings me to the U.S. Navy's Aegis combat system, the most widely deployed naval air defense system in the world, and the only mature maritime program capable of intercepting ballistic missiles. It can't intercept intercontinental ballistic missiles. The Obama administration killed that initiative, but it can defeat every other type of ballistic missile in the North Korean arsenal, which means 99% of what Pyongyang owns. And at the rate threats are growing, the decision to kill an ICBM intercept capability will probably be revisited soon. Aegis isn't a warship, it is an integrated architecture of long-range, high-resolution radars linked to a fire control system, a command module and a family of surface-to-air missiles. Lockheed Martin, a consulting client, and its corporate forebears have been the system integrator for Aegis since its inception in the 1970s. The missiles, which in different variants, can intercept everything from manned aircraft to cruise missiles to ballistic missiles, are all built by Raytheon. That's the way the Navy does these things. It finds contractors it trusts and then sticks with them. One benefit of this approach is that a single system integrator has comprehensive understanding of all the iterations of Aegis installed on 84 U.S. destroyers and cruisers, plus those on the warships of 4 soon-to-be 5 Allied navies. Similarly, Raytheon has exquisite knowledge of every version of the Standard missile ever fielded to the fleet, including the latest SM-3 variant that can take out ballistic warheads in space over 1,000 miles away.